Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Growing Clip Bonsai for Seniors. Today is Sunday, August 11th of 2024. It's 8 a.m. at 63 degrees Fahrenheit or 17 degrees Celsius. A viewer wanted to know about my microclimate and recovery zone. So right now I'm in the microclimate here, and you can see where my cuttings are, and I'm trying to cut and root. Right under all my boxwoods right here. So this helps keep the harsh weather from hitting it and the drying sun from hitting the cuttings and the repots before they start to grow. Everything's in here. This is where I hide everything for the winter time. And here's the other part by the pond. You can see the boxwood. And right into here is the microclimate where I keep all my plants overwintered. I can get into the boxes and fill them up with soil and leaves and whatever else I can put in there. Yep, there's the pond. It's just a coffin liner that they put the coffins on when your time comes to hit the bucket. Okay, so here in the recovery zone, this is the recovery zone. You can see it gets the morning sun through the leaves of the boxwood. And here's my, well, these poinsettias didn't take, but these are honey locusts that I dug out. And they're recovering in the recovery zone, except this one little one over here. I don't know if it'll make it. If not, at least there's 3 in the forest. And remember the oak that I saved that's still growing in the recovery zone? And there's the root over rock bougainvillea. Here's my Vancouver geraniums that I'm trying to root. Here's my experiment on the lilac to see if that thick cutting will root. Here's our pokeweed in the recovery zone. I got some leaves in there that I'm trying to root and see if that works. There's Dave's, from Dave's Bonsai, his Ficus triangularis and his goldfish plant. They're in the microclimate. I mean in the recovery zone to keep them from the hot noonday sun. And there's all my other trees that I'm trying to grow, that I'm trying to get to recover. So that's a little bit about my recovery zone. And then if I can get out of here, you can see how it is inside the trees. I mean inside the boxwood, how tall they are. And this helps keeps the harsh weather hitting the trees as they overwinter. Now, of course, you have to see Kevin. Kevin's on the prowl. But in this area, that's my mangrove. Those are other cuttings I'm trying to root over there. There's a eucalyptus it gets shaded from my columnar trees a little bit, so that keeps them from drying out too fast. My angel trumpet for the kids, little dinosaur. But here's my other oak that's recovering nice. And there's the now I can't think of the name, but that's the Tom Thumb. Tom, you're gonna remember it later. Cotton Easter, there you go. There's my Cotton Easter with the elephants. And yes, Patricia from Patricia's balcony there. The water, when it goes on the leaves, when the sun hits it, yep, it gets blotches. Now this little one that I tried to do, it's in the recovery zone, but it dried out a little bit too fast, so I put some moss in there. I tried to save that tree, so I'm going to have to cut it, and if there's no green in there, I'm going to have to try and save another tree. And then you can see Everything's starting to recover in here. So, fingers crossed, and I got another geranium that I'm rooting in the corner there. So that's a little bit about my recovery zone and how I get the plants to recover after they are newly transplanted. So that's about it, a short video. There's my turtles. They're artificial, don't worry about it, they're not alive. My deer. Those deers are older than the hills. And I just wanted to show you that I thought that this pineapple didn't make it, but if you can see on the side, a new growth is coming. So what do I get out of it? I don't know, but we'll give it a try. It's growing. So, oh yes, and here's the other oak trees. They're coming along just fine, so that's good. The tamarind, that's what the tamarind look like when they're fully open and the sun's not on them. Here's the other forest. Oops, get my finger out of the way. There's my forest there. The other forest, tamarind. So I probably had my finger on the camera there, so there's the other tamarind under there. And there's the snow bush. It's doing good. My points. And the spider took over the fisherman. You can see the little hole in there where he hides. I don't know if I can get Mr. Spider out so you can see him. Let's see if I can put something and just touch the web. You don't want to come out. But he's a big one in there. So, that's my little updates. Just for today. You have a good Sunday. It's family day. Remember, shut that phone off after 6 o'clock. Be with the family. And if you got your mom and dad and you're married, take your wife and children, visit your folks, and at night have a good, relaxing evening. Oh yes. And you wanted to see the Pokemoke, someone on it. See, there's the Pokemoke right there. It's growing good, so I'm going to have to overwinter it in the basement because it will not take this cold. It survived the cold this year, last winter, but I'm not going to take a chance on it. It's growing good. And then the VTEX in the bucket, it's growing nice. That's the one we repotted on 3/17 of 2024, but look how nice and green it is. I got my other VTEX under here. So, everything so far so good. And there's Grandpa sitting in the back there. Oh, and here's my other mangrove. That's how I got it sitting, just in a flower pot with no drainage holes, and I just keep it with water. So, there you go. Short and sweet. Have a good Sunday, everybody. Take care.